This is a message to the world leaders gathered in Copenhagen, from us, the students of the Bergen Summer Research School. We are a group of 100 scholars who gathered in Bergen, Norway for 2 weeks this past June to discuss the crucial issue of climate change and what needs to be done. We come from 40 different countries, including
the Philippines,
Sudan,
Ghana,
Brazil,
Bangladesh,
Vancouver, Ethiopia,
from Portugal,
we're from China,
Croatia, Uganda,
from Mexico, from India,
from Germany, from Nepal,
Nigeria.
The world has been heating up, and as the climate changes, we have come to realize that we are all in this together, and that we're going to need a change in the political climate to do something about it. As you gather in Copenhagen, we hope that you will use your influence to move the world in a new direction, and that you will hear our voices.
Hi Copenhagen. I feel I have some things in common with you. That is that I am educated, I have roof over my head, and I have clothing, so I feel quite privileged, and that also puts me in a great position of power, and with power comes great responsibility. Let's use that responsibility and power to make this earth a much better place to live for millions of others that could not afford the same privileges as we do.
I have a message for all the negotiators there in the Copenhagen. The climate change has become a reality from a mere concern, and it's not the time to discuss, deliberate, but act. Act now.
Fight climate change all over. It should be a global target.
It's very important for us to understand the climate is in peril and we need to act right away.
Focus on changing ourselves and not the climate.
They should see climate change not only as a technical or scientific problem, but also more of ethical problem.
Industrialized countries should consider Africa when they are talking about mitigation processes, so that we can all have a better world.
Have a responsibility to give hope to the world. The decisions that you guys will make will influence the whole world. You guys have to pass this message that it's possible and we can do it.
I think this time this Copenhagen Climate Conference is going to be very big and hard, but these developed countries and developing countries, they should come together to fight the global climate change.
Include the general masses in the climate change dialogue by making good use of the media.
That wouldn't like the conference will be hijacked by neoliberal thinking, economic thinking that can cause problem for the poor as far as climate change is concerned.
I think we need more research on the voices of the people, how climate change affects the lives of people, and we need to focus on the developing countries, on the global south, to hear the voices from the context, not only the technical aspects of climate change.
Developing countries would be forthcoming with some kind of solutions on green development, but then they need technology and finance some of the real constraints that they have. So I think their developed countries have to really come forward to help them out. If they are willing to come forward, then I think we can really have a deal in Copenhagen. And I think it's very important that we act right away.
Climate change is real and it's here, but we need to do something, and together we can.
I just want to tell you to join hands, and we join hands all together to make a difference.
Please take decisions thinking in the life environment and less in economy.
It's not right to think that Africa will have to sit and wait for what is going to happen in the West, but rather I think Africa has a role to play in reducing carbon emissions. The West should try to help the South.
Reduce the consumption of the energy. My message also to all of us is to plant a tree wherever we can to do that.
Climate change doesn't affect only the North, so it also affects the South. So anything to be done to save the world should also include the South, so that we collectively can save our world together. Thank you.
The question is how to differentiate the responsibilities. That is really a big challenge. I think we first need to look at the challenges before we really come to a solution at some point of time. The question of deal comes later.
Make knowledge more transferable to the South, so that if there's an interaction, it will be easy to cope with the problems of climate change
and it will not just be just mere rhetorics, but doing something, taking action that we can feel and we can see, and also helping people to know what they can do in their individual lives, whether they're poor or whether they're rich.
But let's not forget that when we seek solution to poverty and climate change, let us listen to the voice of the poor, the voice from below.
We believe.
One word.
Banjin.
And about future.
Yeah.
Act now.